Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am in the mood to destroy a fabric panel, so that's what I'm going to do tonight. I have been wanting to cut this into squares and I ended up selling a bunch of them, so I only have 3 left. I'm using 1. There are 2 on eBay if you would like to pick one of these up and not destroy it, or destroy it, totally up to you. The link is down below in the description box. And before I forget, the things that I cut tonight will be on eBay, but only tomorrow, probably. I don't know if I can take good pictures tonight. It's nighttime. This is November 2, 2020, so if you're watching in the future, it's over. If you're watching right now, if you don't see this on eBay tonight, then look for it tomorrow. Okay, I love to cut things into 2-inch squares because with 2-inch squares, you can't see really what the image was when it's a large print. It just ends up being a whole bunch of very colorful squares. But there's a lot of white space in this, and I thought, I just did one with 2-inch squares. Oh, that's right. And I have 4 of those panels now. I don't think I had the panels, any extras when I did it before. This is the one with the cats and the birds. This made the most beautiful 2-inch squares ever. I mean, seriously. So these are on eBay, and I do believe that in that listing, I linked back to the video. I'll make sure you have all the links in the description box. But go check out the video for that one and see the wonderful 2-inch squares I made. And for this one, I wanted to go bigger, so I did a little bit of math, and I think the best size I can do that doesn't have a lot of waste is 5.5-inch squares. So we're going to get started. Now, don't pass out. We're going to get things cut. I'm not fussy cutting this. I'm going to be folding it and just cutting. So you're going to get pieces of, like, maybe the nose will be cut off the mouse. It all works when you throw it back into a quilt. It's, I don't know, it's just colorful. There's no rules. And what I was thinking is whoever ends up getting these cut blocks, if you wanted to, I'm not putting them back together in order, but you could make the puzzle. It's A through Z. You could lay out the puzzle and then just put very thin sashing between the blocks and, you know, kind of put them back together, but they would be like they're in a window, you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Because you'd have the grids. All right, so let's just get started. I'm going to cut in this direction first because I want to save the top and bottom. See, I don't want to be cutting this because it doesn't really go with the rest of this, and then whoever gets this will get these pieces. You can use that for a border or something, and there's 2 of them. So I am going to just take my ruler. I like to cut with my fold at the top. And I did measure, and I have enough wiggle room to leave some white seam allowance on this. So you'll get the selvage and this border strip. Well, you won't unless you get it on eBay, but I'm just saying, if you want to cut your own. I'm going to cut about, about 1/2 inch down from that border, from the blue. I'm just cutting straight across. All right, like that. It's a generous 1/2 inch. Now I'm just going to put this on a line, and I'm just going to cut every 5 inches. Oh my God, I was supposed to be cutting 5.5. Did I say 5.5? I was supposed to do 5.5. Oh well, there'll just be a little bit more waste. 5 is what I initially wanted to do. We're going with 5. There are no mistakes because it doesn't really matter what we do. So if you're following along, make 5-inch strips, not 5.5. And one more. Oh, see, I don't have enough enough. So that's going to be completely scrapped. Maybe I'll cut some little 2-inch squares out of it. All right, now let's do these strips. I'm gonna just press this really quick. And my iron was like practically ice cold. I hate auto off on irons. Hate it. This way. And I don't care if these are all, you know, one upside down or not, doesn't matter. A square is a square. And yeah, if you're new around here, my mother watches TV and she watches it very loud because she's 97. So, in case you hear it, I do have the door shut though. I like fabric panels simply because of the, you know, the unique blocks they make. So I believe I had 4 strips each time. I had to stop and go watch this video. I actually ended up editing the whole first part of it because I thought I had 4 strips and then 4 strips. So I should have had 16 plus 16, 32 squares in all. But I had a stack of 16 and a stack of 12. And it took me forever to figure out that I just didn't count, you know, correctly how many rows I was laying down. So the first time I cut, I only had 3 strips. And had I counted this, you know, the scraps that were left over each time, I could have figured that out. I'm tired. It's nighttime. I better get used to it because I'm going to have to do a lot of nighttime videos because it gets dark early. I love that. It's just not good for recording. All right, let's take a look at our 5 instead of 5 1/4 inch squares. Now see, very partial. But I love it. It's colorful. It's interesting. Let's look at a few more. Little fish. Little pinky fish. And octopus legs. I mean, it's just fun to see how it comes out. Do I have these upside down? See a bird with no head. And some animal with no body. I know some of you are like, that's stupid. I would never do that. Well, you don't have to. You can have the whole panel and do whatever you want. And again, another headless bird. So it's just stuff like that. Oh, look, this one came out pretty cool. I love it. I just love it. You don't have to, but I do. All right. I will have those spread out for better pictures tomorrow. Now let's look at this that I have excess because I didn't measure right. I mean, I didn't cut right. I'd like to get some 2-inch squares out of this extra here. 1, 2, geez. And that would bring me right up to the border. Do I want to sacrifice any of that border in order to get more 2-inch squares? I am. So I'm just cutting 2-inch strips. Just not going to be as much seam allowance on this one. That's okay. Still can be used. Now I will just put these together. I am going to go press those quickly. Just going to cut every 2 inches. So there's 20 right here. But these 2 guys can be opened up. I'm going to go press that to get rid of the crease. Look at how cute. 1 square is going to have that guy's head on it. So I cut it in a way to save his head. And then this is just colorful. Now let's look at these other little scrappies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just stack these. Press that a little bit. 7's a little bit thick, so let's do these. Let me cut this way first. I'm going to cut a 2-inch strip. And now in this direction, And I'm not going to look to see like if there's anything I should be saving. I only fussy cut that other little block because it was right there and obvious. So we have some more little squares. I'll have the count in the penny auction when I finally get that up. Bidding will start at a penny, free shipping, USA only. So we have some very colorful and unique 5-inch squares. I just really love them very much. And a whole bunch of 2-inch squares. And then these 2 strips with the salvage. And I will include that. These little guys, I'm putting that in my crumb box. Sorry, can't have them. It's just a few little scraps. All right, you guys. It's just, it was a weird video for me because I was like so confused. But we got through it, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more shit like this, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye!